All right, we're at 10 o'clock, top of the hour, Eastern Standard Time. What time is it there, Clement? 4 o'clock?
Yeah, it's time.
It's time. Great. So we still got some people coming in. I'm going to do my best to keep admitting them as they come. Uh, Marie, can you keep an eye on people as they join and just admit them in for us?
Yeah,
Thank
no
you.
worries.
Thanks so much. Well, welcome everybody to our Metrologic DCS webinar about Metrologic X4. This is Metrolog X4 version 24 for 2025. Mhm. Wonderful. My name is Ben Reese. I'm with the DCS side of Metrologic DCS and part of the marketing communication team along with Marie, Emma, and Clement. Clement's going to be presenting for you today as he's our application engineer as part of our marketing communication team. We just have a little bit of housekeeping before we get right into the content. And we do have a good section of Q&A set aside for today. So make sure you're inputting your questions into the chat and listen carefully so that way at the end you can let us know what you'd like to know more about. In addition, tomorrow or later today, Marie will let us know there'll be a follow-up email with a recorded session as well as some supplemental information, including a video about the Copilot, I believe, Marie, uh, to help give you a
Yes.
little bit more background about that. Excellent. Great. Come on, can you move to the next slide?
Yeah.
So safety first. Please make sure you know where your exits are. And most importantly, for this particular avenue is cybersecurity. We've seen a lot of additional cyber attacks as we've moved more and more into the digital space. So please make sure to confirm your senders and addresses of any emails you receive so that you don't get caught up in any kind of phishing scams or other cyber attacks. Move on to the next one. I believe, is that you?
Yes, thank you, Ben,
Perfect.
for the
All right,
introduction.
come on.
So about the V24 release event, we will focus on the two new products at the beginning. So we will start by Metrolog Copilot to help you to solve your question at any time first. And the second big new module is the machining module to optimize your part production. So we will focus on it also. And after, we will focus on the new optimization global to the product with all the data to export and share with ease your data, global software upgrade with the color mapping, for example, the access to the profile. Some new functionality with the 5-axis technology to remove, for example, the butterfly effect, or to create the perfect mirror of your program thanks to the sweep scan, and some new functionality about the hardware interface. First one about Metrolog Copilot. So what is Metrolog Copilot? It's our new digital assistant available at any time, so all the day, to help you to solve your question and your needs. Metrolog Copilot is based on the documentation, and you can ask some question, maybe on the alignment, on the probe calibration, and you will get some information, some screenshot, to help you and get the good answer. So to get an access to Metrolog Copilot, you have to connect on the extranet with your account and just put the question just below on the chat, and you will see all the information to solve your question. So it's very easy to use. You can send your feedback if the answer is good or not for you, and we will improve all the day for the next versions, the Metrolog Copilot. If you want, you can check the video on the Metrologic Group YouTube channel. Now the machining module. So what is the target? The target is to improve the connection between the production resources, so the CNC machine, and the measurement resources with the CMM. So how to do this? We are able now to define some machining operation in Metrolog X4 called OP. It could be maybe shouldering, drilling, planar facing, and we will be able to set the axis to apply this correction, and Metrolog X4 will calculate the tool corrector to apply for the CNC machine for the next part. So the target is to improve your productivity and reduce the rework of your part. How does it work? So the first step is to create the part with the CAD design. We send all the information to the CNC machine. The part is product. So we have the part number 1 in red. We have to control this part with the CMM and Metrolog X4. So we send all the information about the CAD design with the PMI, with all the maybe the characteristic to control. And the first part is bad. It's not a problem. Now with Metrolog X4, we are able to calculate the tool corrector, maybe to change this surface with a shouldering operation, and send, today it's manually to the CNC machine, to product a new part, so the part number 2, with the tool corrector inside the part number 2. And then the next step, now you know, is to control the part number 2 with Metrolog X4. At this time, the part is good, and you can continue to calculate the tool corrector at any time to send to the CNC machine to boost your productivity with the part number 3, with the part number 4. Now we'll focus on the what we call the data at your command, first with the KIF management. So as you know, the KIF, it's a rich format containing a lot of information about the CAD data, about the PMI, about the measurement, maybe the ballooning. The target is to maintain the traceability inside the company with different departments, maybe the design department, the quality department. And before the V24, the process was to open a CAD data. And after a working session, but now we open only one file, a KIF document, and inside we have included the KIF ID to associate all the attributes of your CAD, of your session. You can work on it, measure your part, and the information will be enrich the document and export after in the KIF format. So the target is to keep confidence in traceability and be able to share the document with all the company without any trouble. And in the next step, the target is to continue to improve the KIF document with more and more information, maybe about the measurement equipment, maybe the identity of the operator, and so on. Now a quick slide about the QDAS. As you know, the QDAS, it's the statistical process control. And before the V24, it was a little bit complicated to use the interface. So the first step on this version was to improve the UX with a new wizard. So now, thanks to the new wizard, you are able to simplify I would say the selection of the user data and all the information, very important. We include automatically now the key file information. So it could be the characteristic number, the designator, the characteristic type associated to the features. And now it's automatically embedded with the additional properties. So you will be able to manage a lot of volume, a lot of information with the new interface. Now we sweep to the global software upgrade, and we will start by the features and a new process, new version to about the extraction of a surface we call homogeneous density. To extract now, we have the possibility to have uniform density with the extraction. As you see on the first picture, we have the part in gray and the point cloud in brown, and you have the possibility to set the distance and the density of each patch to get at the end with the detail view homogeneous density for your analysis. So it's uniform, and you can see the repartition and manage the density as you want, and it's a new possibility for the user of the point cloud module. Now, about the color mapping, we had the possibility to select a new scale for the color mapping. Before, this kind of scale was able for the features only, but we had the possibility to add for the GD&T tolerance. So it's based now on the proportion of the deviation relative to the GD&T, as you can see on the first picture. And the second scale, this one, it's really a new one. When you want to identify the worst deviation of your tolerance, is possible to select the new maximum and minimum deviation value, and the scale will automatically set on the max and on the mean, as you can see on the picture number 2. So it's a new flexibility for your decision making. We stay on the color mapping, and now we add 2 new colorization mode in the settings. First one we had before in the V23 the CAD colorization, the point colorization, the vector colorization, but now we merge the color mapping and the point with the color mapping and the vector deviation with the color mapping. So we just merge some possibility in 2 new cases. A slide about now the profile. As you know, we have some profile possibility to define profile on Metrolog X4 about the color mapping profile, about the sticker profile, about the tracker profile, and maybe just about the interface profile. It was a little bit complicated to select them, but now, thanks to the new version, we have the possibility to add a shortcut and set the profile to a shortcut. So you just have to create the link between the shortcut and the profile, add the shortcut on your toolbar, and just have to click to activate your profile automatically. Now, a slide about the DEMIS. So as you know, DEMIS is an important language in metrology, and we have to improve ourselves at any time to follow the last standard, the last update. So the target is to improve the language, the compatibility with X4 for this version. So we improve the reading of the speed during a scan, and improve some trajectory customization. So you will be able to always import program from any software, maybe PCDemis or Modus, but always to create directly with the last standard, the DEMIS program directly on Metrolog X4, or import all the DEMIS file in Metrolog X4, or create your program in Silma X4 and run it after with another software. About the surface texture, so it's about in the context of the Revo 2 and the SFP probe. As you can see, and as you know, we can create a rugosity with the 5-axis connected to Metrolog X4, and we add 2 new information, 2 value available on Metrolog X4: the RPK value, so radius peak 8, about it's to indicate the amount of the material that will be removed during the initial contact or breaking, and the RVK value, the reduce valid diff, to indicate the surface ability to store lubricant and reduce the friction with the part. Now focus on the 5-axis technology upgrade. We had the possibility to create the perfect mirror of the sweep scanning trajectories before the V24. As you can see on the first picture on the top, the trajectory was the same. But now, thanks to the pitch sign, is it possible to create the perfect mirror of the trajectory? So it's a perfect way to process if you want the real mirror of the specific of the principal program. You can see on the top the version before the V24 and below the version from the V24, where you are the perfect mirror of the sweep scanning trajectories. The git curves also, as you can see on the first picture, we have what we call the butterfly effect. So it's complicated it was complicated to generate perfect trajectories for the blade inspection for this example. But now, thanks to the new algorithm, is it possible to smooth the probe movement? So you will get a perfect trajectory, a perfect line for your blade analysis. So it's useful when you want to create a perfect trajectories, and you will remove what we call now inside Metrologic the butterfly effect. Now some improvement about the hardware interface, and we will focus on the for the first chapter, the I++ management. As you know, is it possible to connect Metrolog X4 with various type of I++ server? But now we offer the possibility to select the server type. So as you can see on the picture, the Renisho UCC server. So you can connect it, and you will get only the head possibility to connect to the UCC server. So the Revo 2, for example. But if you connect, if you select the Zeiss protocol, for example, you will be able to connect only the vast gold, for example, but not the Revo 2. Okay, you have a filter according to the selection. And we also had the possibility to read the probe deflection during the real time, during the scanning, sorry, thanks to the DRO. So is it a new possibility now to adjust and see the real deflection of your probe thanks to the DRO. About the probe management now, always in the I++ context. As you know, before the V24, it was sometimes complicated to create a tool with I++ server. Sometimes you had to change the probe cache XML, so it's a long way to process. To first define and after change the probe cache. So now forget all the steps. You can define the tool directly inside Metrolog. You have a better visibility of each probe, depending the tool. The possibility to add tool, to define tool, to modify a tool in X4 without change any information on the probe cache information. We have benefits on the path planning now with the I++ configuration. Before it was complicated to work with a tool, but now we have the possibility to work with. So it's very important, and you have the possibility to create a perfect program thanks to the inspection path planning with I++ configuration. It's work like like a basic, I would say, basic protocol. For example, what we use for the global inspection in metrology with a head like PH10, for example. Next slide about the global new interface. We had some possibility with the Scanology to play with it in automatic mode with a robot, and some improvement about the Pantech metrology services with the SP80 for the head, and the possibility to add specific rotary table for this version, but also the possibility to play with the new Equator X from Rainy Show, also with the comparison mode, as you know, with the basic Equator machine, but also with the CMM mode, always with the Equator X. So you have now the flexibility to play with, to compare your part or to measure the part like a real CMM. It's all for me. So now it's time to the Q&A session. So if you have any question on the chat, don't hesitate.